I'm Sarah Jo, your host here in the Diamond Lane on Classic 107 in Winnipeg. And friends, we have another pair of very lovely ladies here in the studio to talk to us about this Sunday's Winnipeg Philharmonic Choir and Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra collaboration on Brahms and Schubert. Welcome Vivien and Glynis, board member and longtime chorister. And of course, both of you have been singing in the ensemble for quite a bit of time. But welcome back to the studio for both of you. Thank you for coming and joining us.
Sarah.
All right. Well, hey, so Vivien, this is your first time actually speaking on the air. Last time you were here with the Phil, you were singing.
I was singing in the contralto section, but this is my first time being interviewed.
Well, you know what? Let's start with this. Okay,
thank you.
Let's start with it. So we were just talking a little bit before you came on the air, and you retired as a principal.
I did.
So, but you've been in the Winnipeg Phil since you retired. So,
I was, yes.
And so tell us about that transition for you from principal to now board president?
Board president.
There you
well,
go.
When I was in my 20s and 30s, I did sing with the Winnipeg Singers. But then as I got into administration through a school, it took so much of my time I couldn't devote any more to the music. Mm-hmm. So when I retired, I had an opportunity to reconnect with that part of me, and it's just been extraordinary.
Well, and Winnipeg is such an incredible choral community, and especially Laurie, I mean, so much with the Winnipeg Singers as well. What was that transition like for you from such a small chamber choir kind of ensemble with that, you know, I mean, not to say that Laurie isn't as demanding of the Winnipeg Philharmonic Choir, but what was that like for you as well?
Well, it was really nice for me because after having not sung for about 25 years, it was nice to be surrounded by a cadre of singers who could support and encourage and help and assist. And it's really a beautiful way to re-enter that world of music.
Mm-hmm. Well, Glynis, let's talk a little bit about the makeup of the ensemble. I mean, you've been here before as well.
Yes.
Welcome back. But so how long have you been in the ensemble? Because we were just talking about this before.
Years,
how
yes.
long?
Since 1989. So the math says, I think
28?
this is my 28th season.
Amazing.
I know.
So long time dedication. That's
Yes.
like, so what is it about the ensemble that keeps you coming back after like 27 seasons?
It's really easy. It's the music and the people. I mean, two simple things. Our program committee with Laurie at the helm continues to program fabulous music every season. Mm-hmm. We are so lucky to have the collaborations with groups like the Winnipeg Symphony. Mm-hmm. So that's exciting as well. And some of my best friends have come from the choir.
Oh, well, you know, there's something about singing together, making music together in general, that gets you that collaborative spirit. It bonds you in a different way.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about this season with the Winnipeg Phil. So I had the great honor of singing with you in your first concert. That was super fun for the Impressionist Festival, and that was really, really great. But what has happened since I saw you last?
Well, we have had an opportunity to do some sponsor concerts, and the Winnipeg Philharmonic really encourages this. All of those organizations that financially support us are invited to have our group sing for them at various functions. So we've had a chance to do that.
Fun.
Our Christmas concerts were amazing, so much fun. And now, of course, we're moving into our March concert, the close of our 94th season. And Sarah Jo, we are so looking forward to singing with you again.
Always.
It was an
It's a pleasure.
absolute delight for us to be a part of your musical presentation. And of course,
sweet.
You're going to be here with us in the Schubert. And the Schubert is such a wonderful mass for a choir. I know that Schubert was a little perhaps less generous with the soloists than other composers might be, because the majority of these pieces are choral and the harmonies are absolutely luxurious. But we do stop momentarily to allow the soloists to shine.
Well, you know, it's really, I think the beauty of Schubert is in his understated nature, right? The beauty in his simplicity. And honestly, as a soloist, I prefer that, to be honest. I still have a couple B flats in there. I do. They're just understated B flats.
Better you than me.
Anyway, let's also talk about the Brahms really quick. Which one of you wants to speak to the Brahms? Glynis.
I can.
Okay. So, Nenny, so tell us a little bit about this. This is a Schiller poem. It's kind of about the inevitability of death, the death of beauty. Even the beautiful things must die. I think it's like the very first line of the poem or something, isn't it?
But really, the music is following you to the beyond. And if you go without music to follow you, then you're nowhere, essentially.
Isn't that profound? Yeah.
And as a funeral ode, this is probably one of the most hopeful. And I believe our audience will feel that as they hear those harmonies through the Brahms.
Well, that sounds really fantastic. And I mean, it sounds like a fantastic ensemble as well. I mean, not just doing all these really great big works on your own with organ or with orchestra. Tell us a little bit about the makeup of the choir.
Well, we've got people from all walks of life. We've had students, like university students, through to, as Vivien, retired people that have a bit more time to devote to the music. Myself, I work full-time. I'm in fundraising, but we have teachers and we have lawyers and university professors. Who are some of the other people that sit around me? Business owners, from all walks.
Right. And well, how do you audition? Just in case anyone out there might, want to get singing in an ensemble of such note with such a great conductor with such passion. I mean, Yuri's a passionate guy. How would people go about doing that?
Well, the very first thing you do is give a call to Judy at our office, 204-896-7445.
Excellent.
And let her know that you're interested in auditioning. And we are always looking for new singers. So there's no time frame to do this. There might be times of years when Yuri is doing groups of people, but there's no set time. And you come with a piece and he will listen to you sing.
Brilliant.
It's really that simple.
I'm sure you could also visit the website. Thephil.ca is a good place to go to for any reference. And let's talk a little bit about, Vivien, we were talking just a moment ago as well about this new high school collaboration that you folks are doing over at the Phil. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's very exciting. We have an initiative called Raising Voices, and what we do is invite grade 11, grade 12 students that would like to sing with a professional group under such a world-class conductor as Yuri Klaas. And while they're doing that, earn the opportunity to pick up a credit or a half credit toward their high school graduation. So that is available for all high school students who have a love of music and who would really love to, as I, sit in a choral section and just enjoy the magic of the music.
And be immersed in this beautiful sea
completely.
Of people and voices that the Winnipeg Philharmonic is.
Exactly.
Well, Vivien and Glynis, you know what? We are really excited. Well, I am particularly excited. I'm going to be in rehearsal with you in just a little bit for Sunday's concert featuring Schubert and Brahms, the Winnipeg Philharmonic Choir, joined by the Winnipeg Symphony Orchestra, along with yours truly, Kristen Schellenberg, our mezzo, Aaron Hutton, our tenor, and of course, Howard Rempel, who is so often part of the Winnipeg Phil, among other ensembles in town. Is always a joy to sing with. Well, really all of them. It's such a beautifully close-knit community, the choral community here in Winnipeg. And I don't know whether it's the Mennonite tradition of choral singing that brings us together or the cold that just keeps us, cozy, just tight like sardines on the stage. It's good. It's good. Gets the blood flowing, gets the breath moving, and, gets your heart nice and warm too. Well, visit thephil.ca for more info. Or, of course, you can go to our website, classic107.com at St. Boniface Cathedral, Sunday afternoon at 3. It's such a pleasure to have you both here. Come back soon.
Thank you, Sarah Jo.
And we'll sing with you in just a little bit.
Yes, you will.
You're in the Diamond Lane with me, Sarah Jo, here on Classic 107 in Winnipeg. A short break and more great music.